Hello.
You wanted to tweet? There you go. Oh, well, good.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
I'm the guy. Yaldi. Where is he? Manu.
Working. Everything is working.
Everybody's working. So, this is the weekly number
XYZ. Like.
I'm sorry. So should I start then?
Yeah, I guess.
We're missing who? Yalti and.
Just let's do it.
Anyway. So Sarah is out. She's on vacation, going to enjoy her December month on a warm country. Ton is off for 8, 9 days.
Yeah, next week.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So
Yeah.
accident.
You
Yeah,
need-
accident. Yeah. So we are going to watch the first 8 minutes of the movie. So just to summarize it a bit, we watched it already Wednesday, but it already has changed a lot, especially the beginning. So the concern was also about the whole duration of the movie, which was about 15 minutes and more. So now I've re-edited lots of things. So we are below 15 minutes. But we're missing a scene, so the chase scene is shrinking. So and the island dialogue is also shrinking a lot. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep the good balance between feature film rhythm and animation good movie. So still trying to make it work, so we can have a look. As usual, the music is the good one. It's with the one from the band, but it's not available online yet. So we still have to discuss this with them. And there is a brand new dialogue from this afternoon between our famous actors, Mr. Silly and Mr. So yeah, you have to copy it, right?
Yeah.
Something
So
like
we.
this. So we still have to talk.
I don't know. Yeah, just like for 10 seconds.
Less 9, 8, 7,
Just in case, because it didn't work.
5, 4. With Blender compiling the background, especially.
And we forgot one line, but I'll do it.
Oh shit.
That is Francesco's line.
So I get this put over here. VLC for the audio.
And we should have sound.
Yes.
Modern computer. Hi guys, Stanislav. Say hi to Stanislav.
Hey, Stanislas.
Hello.
I think we should say hi to Tom too, because I think he will be watching, right?
Hey Toon.
Hey, Toon.
Goedendag.
Okay, so we should sound 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait. Too long.
3, 2, 1, go.
Woohoo!
With sound. There is no sound.
There is no sound.
Really?
There is sound on it, I'm sure. I've
Yeah,
checked,
I know,
I've
I know.
checked.
Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop because there is no sound. But try another player.
Does he have to hold my beer?
And then we have to check that the cable is fine and stuff like that.
So should we dance or do something? Or
Let me plug in the cable with the sound.
or did you pause the?
Really?
We'll see.
Who unplugged the cable? Did you unplug the cable? You unplugged.
Saboteur.
Amongst us.
Let's not.
There is a
I didn't do
trailer
nothing.
every week.
Every week.
Just
Please be working. Please be working. Please be working. Please be working.
There's no sound. There's no sound.
should we already sound?
No, we should. Wow, that was
Every
tense.
time.
Look at that.
Fur. Yes.
Amazing.
That's OpenGL, by the way. That also is OpenGL.
So everything is OpenGL rendered. Thank you.
Even this?
Is this not cycles? What?
Ah, look at that black grass.
The flat shaded triangles are cycles.
Mm.
Most at the top.
The text is a cycle.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
Please.
Oh,
Please don't say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah, I know, right? That's good. It's good.
Oh, it's
big one.
do it. You know, we will listen to this every weekly.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a minute?
I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Yes, I know, Frank. Don't worry, don't be afraid.
Sorry.
Let me remove this for you. Ah, come on, easy, easy.
Calm down. Easy.
There you go.
How did you, what, who are you?
This is me, see? You can't read, of course. Well, you're a sheep and you can talk, so I thought maybe, anyway, it's not important. I have something much more important for you. This can make you escape the island in a much better way than, this will wash it all away. It's a portal to everyone, everywhere, and everything.
How does it work?
Ah, I knew you'd be interested. Okay, let me, come on now, Frank. Let me help you, please. You know, we don't deliver to just anyone, you know. We have some very selective rules at the laundromat. And it's the best product in store. Variable spin speed, excellent tumble performance, automatic mold selections, squeaky clean.
Wait, what? You mean with this thing, I can go wherever I want?
Well, yeah.
When can I go? Where do I go? And how do I turn this on?
We'll pick you up. Don't worry. Just stay here in this exact place. Don't move. Just wait.
I can teach you how. I'll make a tutorial about animations.
It's a forward moonwalking? What?
You could have a segue. Just think of it. Sound works.
That's it.
That's it.
So this is 1 minute shorter than before.
Yeah.
It was up to 8:30. Now it's more than 7:30, something like this. So it's more
Yeah.
efficient. And I think the second part of the tornado, which is still drawings, might also still shrinken a bit, maybe,
Yeah.
because it's still a bit. It has to be more built up, so it can be faster, I think. And the music is repeating itself a lot, so we still have to tweak it a bit.
Yes.
And they have to change the first part with the guitar when it's starting. We discussed to make something maybe more orchestral with horns and stuff like that, and maybe more dramatic also.
Cool.
So we still have a lot of things to tweak on this, but and as you can see, Frank and Victor dialogue has changed a bit. So I think it's more efficient like this.
Yeah.
So a bit more funny. We get more to the point also. Like they focus on what they have to do, and it goes
Is it
off.
shorter?
It is a bit shorter. Yeah.
feels-
I think this is the opening where Frank goes to the cliff. Is I removed a few shots and rearranged a few things. So I guess we removed 30 seconds of it. And I think there's 30 seconds of the dialogue also that went off. So it's something like this.
It feels a bit shorter.
Especially because he's doing stuff while he's
Yeah.
saying it, and it feels more efficient and feels
So and the good thing is that the pause is at the right place after it. When he runs away, and we still the pause works now. Before it felt a bit like, well, what now? What should happen? And now we know something will happen because of what happens before. So that works best. And we forgot a line, which is when Frank is left alone by Victor that runs away. We should have a long pause with Frank waiting and like thinking a bit and goes like, "But how do you know my name?" Wait a minute. Forgot to do it.
Cool.
So that's it. Yeah, I hope that by the end of next week I will have the whole tornado finished, and I think we'll go for the same heavily layout rework and stuff on the jungle scene also. So that's it. Cool. It's too bad that Tom is not here. He would be happy to know that there's 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Yes. We lose 1 minute.
That's nice. So what's next?
Who has the Sarah's stuff? Did
Yeah.
she talk?
We did the same basically the whole week, so I'm gonna do Sarah.
Okay, because I also have a video from Daniel.
Oh.
Like a 4-minute YouTube video. Maybe we can watch that right away.
Right now?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's on. I direct tweeted it to you.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, but you need a tweet from, like, I sent you a tweet.
You sent me a tweet.
Yeah.
So I need to open Twitter.
That's
It's still doing the thing.
Still compiling behind. So maybe you should talk about what you did.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I
no,
just finished that. Yeah.
Ah, private.
builds.
Jesus, man.
Okay, that's the one.
Of course.
So it's this one.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use this.
Yeah, I can try, but no, that doesn't work. Don't do it that risky.
What?
Somebody do something entertaining.
Yeah.
This squeaky clean expression they actually use like in advertising for.
I don't think it's like I tried it once, but it didn't work.
Okay,
Well, in the
let's-
50s.
So what's
Basic is better in place.
We have very in German,
Yeah.
but I have no idea if they use it.
I don't speak English, so don't please.
It doesn't have sound. The
Blinky layout rig. What's this?
player
Oh.
sound was off in the YouTube player.
It has sound.
Yeah.
Anybody make sounds?
I don't know. What they say.
Hello.
Hello.
So this is what I did last week. It was basically about rigging the frog character, which I've named Blinky. Totally unofficial name. So the first thing I did was
Jean-Pierre.
try to figure out the neck,
Yeah.
since the neck has to stretch a lot. It was something I wanted to do ever since watching the science fighter. So it stretches, and this first approach was based on shape keys, which had a nice advantage because it allowed me to do this behavior. You see how the first wrinkles, the ones that are near the head, stretch first, and then next wrinkle, and then and so on. So I liked
Yeah,
that very
exactly.
much.
Well, That's the
However, this
shame of everything, because it
yeah,
has to be
purely shape key approach wasn't really good for control. I couldn't make it so that the head orientation and control was easy to use. So what it did was, you basically moved this guy, and it sort of rotates that it won't follow exactly the head control, and also
So PG-13.
the head is rotating even if I haven't rotated the head control, which is something that you don't necessarily want. It also had some spin control, but yeah, it was confusing. So I did it. I did another approach, this time based on weight paint alone. Okay, so what it does now is that you control the head as you would expect in any character, and it does the stretching. I haven't been able to. So yeah, you see how the rotation is totally controlled by you as an artist. It actually works quite well in the wrinkle area. It's quite solid because the weight paint is
Sorcery.
carefully done. But I haven't been able yet to achieve that same effect that I like it. You see that every wrinkle stretches at the same time, and that's a shame, but maybe I will try later. So yeah, that's about it about the neck.
You have to
Of course,
lower
we
his
have the
quality
regular,
of like bar of quality,
uh,
the standards.
nothing.
This is layout, right?
But still, the question is, it has to have the mouth
Mouth.
open.
Yeah.
I left
With
the
this.
FK because I think it never has to, grab anything or something like that. I think it's just basic movement.
Holding a
hands.
sword, right?
So I had very small.
Just a
Meeting, yeah.
That's what I did. I also helped with basic facial rigging for Tara. Just basic eye controls and blinking. I did the shape keys for these two and hooked these bones to a couple of shape keys that I think Sarah did. So that was just a quick mission for me. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Yeah. Cool. Next.
I was like nodding the entire time, as if he were here. Like I was like, yeah, good job.
Who wants to go next?
Who's next?
Hjalti is next.
Hjalti is next.
It looks like I'm next.
Hjalti is next.
Just
I might also do next because I have the shape key thing. Maybe it relates to that.
So you want to do it now?
No.
no,
We vote. I don't.
no, I just have the like chase scene, the beginning of the chase scene thing. You can
Just
play
have
the
to
latest
sort of
video.
connects to that.
So who's next?
I don't know.
Everybody.
Let's go for the layout. And,
That's we keep doing
So-
the
I was working on chase scene, and it's looking way better. To answer the question for the person commenting on YouTube, no, I do not take drugs. So I was working on this, and it looks way better now, and it feels more coherent and frantic or whatever. But we've been changing some stuff just regarding the timing and what happens before and after and all that stuff. So there's going to be a few changes. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
This will be the worst minute of the film.
Yeah. So this is where people vomit and.
We need flashing lights.
Yeah, strobe lights. Yeah.
But it's a very complex thing to adjust the size of the jungle with the feeling of speed without having something too small or too big that goes too fast or too slow, blah, blah, blah. So now we have something that can work.
Yeah, definitely.
We have the proper feeling, I think, from scale and speed. And now we just have to, decide what is the main action for Frank and the Dragonfly going on. So we are focusing on the shots that are on the Dragonfly and on Frank, and then we'll add all the insets, which are the shots from the jungle point of view, where you actually see them passing by or stuff like that. All of those shots will be done later on to insert on top of this. So it feels still a bit weird and confusing, but that's the point, and we have to add more shots to actually settle more the place and the space of the scene.
And this is without camera shake. There's no camera shake. Like the camera is hooked on to something that just happens to move a little. So you can imagine this could go.
We took
further.
the GoPro approach.
Yeah.
Stick something to something that moves and see what happens.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's about it. Just clap. It's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a bit tough because then you actually did this scene like I don't know 5 times already.
Yeah. And like even the size of the trees they used to. I mean, he is. What was it like? 10 centimeters? Yeah, it's like 10. He's 10 centimeters.
Yeah, and the trees are 15 meters.
Yeah.
15.
No, yeah, they used to be like 5 meters or 4 meters, and now they're 40 meters.
Yeah, it's 10
So-
times bigger.
And so we're doing some experiments with that. But as soon as I had to change it, of course, a lot of stuff broke, and I had to redo the entire thing a lot of time. But I actually kind of like what direction it's going right now. and there's gonna be some shot reordering a bit, just to make sure that like it's obvious that yes, the dragonfly is kind of steering by moving its head, and then he will understand that. So it's not just like, oh, I just happen to know how this works. Yes. So Lucas.
Shape keys.
You're not
No, I don't want to.
It's a mate, no?
No, I don't want.
Yeah, okay.
So your stuff,
Yeah.
wanna take over? Now how this works? You got 5 minutes. So everything you can eat.
He's a Google Hangout certified operator.
Yes.
Just don't close that window.
Yeah.
Where you
Oh,
can
you even
see
have a
your
blender.
face.
Yeah, I have a blender.
What about showing your face?
There he is. There. Like that is perfect.
Pablo, is the mic on? I can't see the light. Is
Yeah.
the light on?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's working.
It's a problem here.
There you go.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Anyway,
One light.
so last weekend we had a crazy idea, and I just tried it. Oh yeah. Right.
All the way, there.
Yeah.
There,
Here and
there,
here
and
and
there,
here.
and there you go. Awesome.
All right. Okay. So, we've seen the shape key thing with the frog, and one idea that we had, there's this idea going around of having widgets or something attached to a mesh that can control that exactly follows the mesh around. That's the basic idea. And we talked a bit about how we can do that with shape keys. And I just tried making a little operator, and this is just a rough test, so that's not a final tool or something. But first of all, this thing has 2 shape keys here, so very stupid thing. Yeah, so, yeah. And now there's a little operator just for showing the effect. You can click on the mesh, and it basically pulls the mesh point as close as possible to the target using the shape key weights. And I see it adjusts the shape key weights according to this thing. Yeah. So, yeah, and the idea, of course, is that it shouldn't really be an operator. It should just be a bone or something to control the thing. Anyway, that was just a little test. Yeah, just so the method works. Okay, goes back, yeah. And the other thing I did, it's not that interesting. It's just the hair edit mode again. I didn't manage to make anything actually new, so it's just more or less what the current hair edit mode can do. But at least it's a lot faster, which is nice. So just, oops, what did I do? What did I do? Just a quick demonstration. Lots of hairs. Let's make it like so. And if you do something like this on this crappy machine, in the old particle edit mode, you can see it becomes quite choppy when you have lots of points inside the circle here. Just for comparison, here's the new mode. Actually, the shading. Now I haven't finished all the brushes yet, so this uses the new brush system, like the other paint modes and stuff like that, which is nice. It needs all the standard things. So combing works already, and you can see it's a lot smoother here.
Nice.
So that's, yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's not much more to show. Yeah, cool.
Next. So, who wants to be next?
You.
Pablo.
Me?
Yep.
Well, okay.
Set. Mike is set.
Mhm.
It's on good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show my stuff together with Sarah because we've been working together this week. Last week was more about like shading and trying models and new stuff. But now this week she started modeling more stuff and shading more stuff. So I was getting into lighting mostly and shading the other bits. So it's a nice back and forth. But she worked super hard this week. I think she did more stuff in 4 days than I did in 2 months, and it's super impressive. This is a render I did. This is my stuff now. I worked on she worked on the shader of the trees, and I worked on the shader of the little moss here. But this is a bigger render. And then I did some experiments also with some of the mushrooms and the lighting and just messing around. What is this? This is probably a bigger.
Yeah, looks higher res.
Yeah, it looks higher res because it's a bit higher res. Then this is another render work in progress that I did. This is a 4K render. I did last night. I left my computer rendering so you could see more of the little stuff. And there are some of the new mushrooms that Sarah made. And we added some bubbles too. I was just playing around with this scene. She also made a nice shader for the leaves. So overall, it's looking pretty nice. Then this is the same render.
5K.
No, it's just also 4K, but it's this is another nice bug that was awesome. This is one of the reactions of the Sunbeams node before a nice fix by Lucas. He fixed it immediately, like the day after I woke up, and it was already awesome. So
VHS feature.
yeah, it's very nice. Like here you can already see this is
Yeah.
the Sunbeams node, and now it works much better. Before I had some nice stuff. So this is I stopped rendering at this point because Sarah kept working on it. And well, I'm gonna leave this one around because this one that I was showing, this is, you can see like there is not too many things going on. And this is the status of the render yesterday at around 8 p.m. And today I arrived to some files in Sarah's directory folder at around 2 a.m. last night. So she's been working pretty hard. Her week started by, sharing. By taking some of the renders that I did last week and working on top of it. This is her version of the first version of the tree. Made the lines a bit more subtle and added some pink details. And I swear it's not me. She's putting pink too. Then just for science, more color changes and more variations. Don't double click. And yeah, and some more pinkness and trying different patterns for the log. And then this is the final result. It's a mix of all of them. We might go back to the pink moss, but this is so far more or less of the style. Basically, the trees are bluish, and the bottom of the the trees are pinkish because the top of the trees is pink, and they color bleed into blue, which is the bottom part of the jungle. So this was the first thing. Then here are more renders that she made for the trees. She's been unwrapping most of it. She modeled this. Then she started making more mushrooms. So you took one of the ones I made some weeks ago and modified it and added a shader, and then started making new ones with super nice, interesting shapes and super cool stuff. Then some moss test, but it could also be called moss fest because it's like a fiesta. They call it colochos, which is like curly hairs. And this is supposed to be also at the bottom of the, together with these dudes, at the bottom of the jungle. Then there is some evolution here of what we start with at the beginning of the week. Before I took over the lighting, she started doing some experiments with some compositing and other more stuff. Then she's been sculpting some of the details here for the disgusting mushroom. And then more tests. This is the image that I was showing before. And then, bam, the director asked for more mushrooms. So,
So there you have it.
she delivered. And the final test is this one. So, yeah. Lots of stuff going on.
Lots of mushrooms.
Lots of mushrooms. Even the mushroom, this mushroom changed shape, which is very nice. I liked it better this way.
This looks pretty good now.
The what?
Another-
Jesus. So yeah, there are bubbles now everywhere, and they're sticky. They're very nice. There is detail everywhere, but we still need way more detail, especially on the intersections. But yeah, it's been quite a busy week. She's now in Costa Rica, and yeah, we still have plenty of work to do, but it's a nice development for the look. And that's it. Who's next?
I can show mine. It's
Yeah.
small
Sure.
enough.
Yeah. Or yeah. And then
Yeah, it's
developer,
just-
and then artist,
Yeah.
and then more
Well,
developers.
It's just a video actually, so there's not much to show.
Want me to show
Yeah.
Antoni? Here.
Right. So basically, this is a frog, and he's in the forest, and chilling.
What is his motivation?
I didn't know you brought short films too.
Okay.
Once
Oh, look
Once
at this
upon a
nice.
time.
Anyway,
Right, so we go into edit mode and we select some stuff.
plot
We cannot
thickens.
see the whole video. Why not?
But can we see the whole video? Dude, it's like not full screen properly.
what?
Can you
We
double?
cannot see the
It's
whole
not full
video.
screen.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
So
Go
anyway.
back.
There you go.
so right, so the new feature is the face maps, which is you select some faces and then assign them and add them to the face maps, and then you can. Well, it's sort of like vertex groups, but it's exclusively for faces, and each face can only belong to one face map. And basically, we will use those as triggers for the operator Lucas showed before. So you will hover over one of those groups in object mode or in pose mode, and when you click, you will get a highlight, and when you click on it, you will be triggering the operator and smooth between the shape keys that you have assigned. And yeah, that's the idea we are working on now. So yeah, basically that's the finished thing I can show for now, but we're still working on it.
So you can hook this up to one shape key, to many shape keys.
Probably too many shape keys. We have to think about how to do it better. But yeah, many shape keys.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's the
Awesome.
thing.
So,
Manu.
Manu,
I don't have much to show, but
you have 3 images.
yeah. I tried to make some big for the cassette player. It's probably not production ready, but good for layout. Probably. I might be interested to learn how to rig final rigs for simple objects, so that riggers don't have to use their time to doing simple stuff. So that I could do, but I need some instructions for that. Chord probably will be simulated. I don't know, maybe. So I don't know, but something like that. Yes. Then I was supposed to work on the island. Yeah, in the next image, I started collecting all the images that feature the island. Of course, it's changed now. Yeah, but just to get the idea of what parts of the island we actually see, so I know where the detail should go. But yeah, it's all about preparation so far, and also in the next image. I started collecting references like naturally, just to get a larger idea of what I'm actually doing here. But my 3D model is so. Yes, details. Yes. It could be on a grass blade or something. But yes, just to get the big picture first. And my 3D model is so a beginning phase, so I don't have anything to show from it yet, but soon.
Awesome.
Next. Bastian, want to show something?
Yeah, before or after BAM?
Let's leave BAM for the end.
Bam.
Bam.
These things. So.
Your first weekly, yay!
Yeah. Thanks.
Do you know how this thing works? Like, okay, we are here.
Yeah, right.
This is the weekly folder. So if you have something there,
Yeah, it's not.
or it's shared.
It's
I
a
have
build.
copied to Alexa. Did the homework?
Maybe I should show first.
This is probably gonna be blended.
Yeah, it's with the tiny from the 90s. So, you know, this is Blender 270.
Yeah, it's. I mean, file browser didn't.
Okay, yeah, didn't change it.
So yes, I've been working on.
You can go here.
Yeah.
Share screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you double click there.
Click the ugly software.
Then you click present to everyone.
Present to everyone.
And that's
now
it.
with the mouse. And now you can.
Okay. So
click on the screen.
I've been working on the file browser mostly to try to add some simple, easy tools, easy to implement, but useful, I think, for users. So when we are appending or linking currently, we only can select one file at a time, and we can only then select one category of blended data at a time. We don't have any idea of what it's inside the items and so on. So the idea is to make this a bit more usable by artists.
Let them suffer. Okay.
And I have to redo the same thing. Share again.
Click. And I'll click again.
The right one? Yeah, that's the right one.
That one.
Yeah.
100%.
It's present to everyone. Okay. And so, well, it's very beginning, very beginning work, very rough. There are many things that are not working nice right now, but text. So I had at first an option to show flat. By flat I mean show several layers of a tree on as the same set of items. So it does not.
Oh, now it's loading the whole.
Hmm?
It's loading the whole file now.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
it's not loading the file, but it's reading everything. So it take a bit of time on
Yeah,
this machine.
I saw the
was trying
network.
to open the whole,
Hmm?
not from the desktop.
No,
but
no,
it's
it's on.
like a,
It's on.
it's a real shot. So
It's
imagine.
a real from production,
Yeah.
so it's really, and it's a HDD, it's not a SSD. And I
Yeah,
just keep
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to feel the, yeah.
So
And you clicked already once, I think.
we don't see anything.
I think you are inside the
Go up.
Go on level up.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Right.
Awesome.
So we have all the items. We can show or hide the folders that are representing the type of the data. We can make quick filter, like for example, typing object, and we will get everything which path match object. So Come on. No. Just finished that. Half finished that this afternoon. So yeah, work in progress. Anyway, I mean, the toughest part was to make the file browser and the operators loading the data to understand file names that are actually piece of path. I mean, this way we had to load data from several different directories. So we have to add a root directory, which is shown here. And then this way we can select and append things from different places at the same time. Yeah, probably, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So that's it. It's not yet working really. It's very, very rough, but it's a start towards the direction. And that was that for the week.
Wow. Jeez. 3 days, 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Thank you.
Bam, bam,
Time for BAM.
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 for bam.
So we are now going to
Blow you away.
now we are going to delve into one unforgettable experience. We are going to show you. You are about to experience after weeks of work from our R&D team, the latest and greatest version of the BAM. So, for example, assume that I would like to make the font larger.
Preferences.
Make
Here,
like 16 or something.
Thing.
We made it too big before.
Yeah, I remember. Like this. Let's be modest. Okay. Okay. So we've been working sharing. I hope this is it. Okay. We've been working on getting the tool to a usable state, and we might be at that point now. And what we are going to do now is actually try to show you how the thing is supposed to work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a project, local project, where we that matches the Gooseberry project. So like as if we were working. So you can go like bam, init. Oops. This is my Blender ID in case somebody is wondering. HTTP by server, I hope, or maybe it's called BAM here.
BAM. It's called BAM.
Yeah. BAM. 5000/goose.
Can be any ID.
Okay, so this is going to make a Gooseberry folder. And now I can go BAM ls, and it actually shows me what's inside of the Gooseberry folder that is actually on the SVN server. And so you can BAM ls pro sorry, it's called shots, I think, right?
Can you move the window a bit so we see the left side?
Yeah, it's actually full screen, but like you mean this side?
It's the projectors.
Yeah. So let's just not do that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, it's kind of annoying. Let's try to do this. And let's try to scroll down. So, okay, as you can see, we have the Django, and I don't know, 01 leaf, and here is a blend file. So we can actually check out a file. Row since Django leaf /01 leaf flow.blend is the one we tested. It's the one that's supposed to work. Everything works. So we actually just press it, and the BAM is BAMing. And in this case, it's collecting all the references that this layout shot has, which are quite a few. We have models. You see, you get a nice percentage thing when the file is downloading. So now we actually have a leaf flow folder, which is our session. So this is where we are going to work on the shot. So if we enter, we actually see that there is a leaf.blend and a pre and a pro folder. And those folders, they start in an underscore, and it's our naming convention to say that they basically map as an absolute path in the project. So like if you were looking at the repository as you are now, they are like at the very top of the chain. And 01 leaf.blend is just there for your convenience. And inside of the folders, everything is organized correctly. So basically, like we can even be daring and try to do this, which are like Blender 270A. So maybe it's gonna break. Well, why not?
Is it the old Blender?
Yeah,
it's
that
like
one would be.
Yeah, I don't use the old Blender.
Oh, okay, what is the new Blender? User bin.
Just double click on it from the
Desktop.
Yeah, almost.
Okay. Home guest desktop. We can use Bastien. Bastien build bin Blender. That's it.
-y, so it doesn't.
Ah, yeah.
Lowercase.
Yes. There you go. Bam! And it actually loaded the whole file. So for those online that do not believe us, you can actually see that we just opened this blend file. And as you can see from the outliner, this file contains
Blender file.
Yeah. This file contains quite a few linked libraries, and you can see they're all mapped correctly, and they contain quite some things. In this case, like this blend file was quite tricky to get to work in the first place. As a test, it was not the easiest because it contains a lot of material, and one particular case, this guy, is linked in as a library, as you can probably see him here. It's Caterpillar loaded blend. And if you try to open it, you see that it actually Pro chars from Caterpillar loaded blend. This guy, very nice and cute, actually contains. That's because I am not looking. It actually contains as a link character another layout character within itself, because it was used for reference. Yeah, so somebody forgot a linked rig inside there.
It took like a day to figure out how to get that working.
Yeah, so this is that that kind of stuff that. But as you can see, the file, like all these files are actually linked in.
That's actually a good side point, is that this is a missing library. There's nothing related to this file anymore in the file.
Yeah, there is.
There is. Yeah. It's all work. Like,
yeah.
As you can see, Tara layout.blend has actually been dragged, and it's here. So like the file needs it for some reason, and we don't ask any questions. We just get the file. But of course, it's not so like it doesn't work as you like at the beginning. It didn't really work very well. But so like we are starting to get the BAM to handle also like these real life corner cases. And so at this point, we've been playing around with the files. Let me just finish this by showing you. So let's do a major change to the scene, like go to top view and save the blend file.
Whoa,
that's a major
loose cannon.
Now,
sometimes when I do this, I take a break.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna push through because of course I hope this is the right one. Let's see. Nope. Right.
Yeah, I think you started to Blender with.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then this is the one. Present. Okay. So we go here. We kill Blender.
You could just close it.
Can kill Blender. Close Blender. Okay. Blender quit. And now, if we want to know, like, okay, what is the status of our thing? We should actually have the command to always be like this. We can ask for the status, and BAM is going to tell us, hey, like one file was modified, leaf loader blend, and so yeah, because it was modified, we can actually send it back to the server with our major changes. So we can go BAM commit with a message. BAM commit live from the weekly. And this is going to compress the file and detect the changes that have been made. And bundle it together, send it back to the server, unpack it, and commit it from over there. And as you can see, it's printing a lot of very useful information for anyone using this tool. And the most important part is this, committed. So we have made one more very important commit to our repository. And this is pretty much the basic workflow that we expect to be supported during the next week. The feature will be rolled out progressively in all the countries of the European Union. And the US, we are working on it. It will be available probably in 2016 or something like that. And so I don't know if Campbell has some. Yeah, we've been posting about like in the last 2 weeks. We spent most of the time like building a test suite for this thing to actually work. Because as you can imagine, if something goes wrong within these 50 operations that we've been just doing, it's very hard to debug and figure out what is wrong. So we have a controlled way to reproduce all this workflow and programmatically debug it step by step. So yeah, next week we'll probably do another blog post and explain better what's going on, and actually start to get to artists and have them to give a try to this wonderful command line full of text utility.
The UI? When?
17.
Yeah, After the US release in 2017, we'll start working on a
Can I have it in Spanish?
on a full-fledged, full-fledged localized BAM. How would you say checkout in Spanish?
Oh,
Yeah. So just
chequealo.
Okay. So I think this is it. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Anything to add? No? No. Okay. And actually, no, maybe close the thing. So here we go. And that being said, I think we can wrap it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we can say bye to everybody. Huh?
See you next week.
Yeah.
Next week will be less people.
Yeah. We're gonna be less and less and less, and looking more and more pale and tired, and
And that's always.
yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Good night.